Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Cell, fundamental unit of life. In 1838, Matthias Schelden, a German botanist, first proposed the idea that all plants consist of cells. A year later, Theodor Skevan, a German zoologist, independently asserted that all plants and animals are made up of cells, thus extending the theory to animal life. This joint finding forms the basis of the cell theory. The cell is an accumulation of living substance, protoplasm, which is limited by an outer membrane, plasma membrane, and possesses a nucleus. A cell is therefore defined as a mass of protoplasm having a distinct nucleus and limited by a plasma membrane. All cells are either simple or complex. Simple cells, which make up the bacteria and blue-green algae, do not have a nucleus and are called prokaryotes, meaning before nucleus. A complex cell has a nucleus that contains DNA, a nucleic acid that stores genetic information. These cells are called eukaryotes, meaning true nucleus. Animals, plants, fungi, and some single-cell organisms have complex cells. The cell shape, size, and structure. Shape. In general, there is no typical shape for cells. Both plant and animal cells show varied shapes such as spherical, oval, rectangular, polygonal, spindle-shaped, rod-shaped, star-shaped, or irregular as the nerve cells. Size. The size of the cell ranges from 1/10 to 1/1000th of a millimeter. Cells are generally microscopic, but certain cells, like the nerve cell in elephant, has been found to measure up to 1 meter. The smallest cells are those of Mycoplasma gallisepticum, an organism intermediate between viruses and bacteria. Their size is about 1/10,000th of a millimeter. Structure. The cell seen under a light microscope reveals the following main components: a cell wall, absent in animals, and a plasma membrane which encloses the mass of protoplasm. A cytoplasm in which living and non-living inclusions are present. The living inclusions are called cell organelles. A nucleus is also present. It contains one or more dense bodies called nucleoli and a network of thread-like structures called chromatin. Cell wall. The cell wall is entirely lacking in animal cells. It is a semi-rigid, freely permeable, non-living part of the cell. It is made up of a complex chemical substance called cellulose. The cell wall gives strength and rigidity to the cell. Cell membrane, plasma membrane. It is present in both plant and animal cells. It is a living, elastic, differentially permeable membrane covering the cell. Gives external form to the protoplasm and also provides mechanical support. Being slightly permeable, it allows only certain molecules to move in and out of the cell. Cytoplasm. The part of the protoplasm which occurs between the plasma membrane and the nuclear envelope is called a cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is composed of two distinct types of structures, the matrix and the organelles. A. The matrix. It is a transparent, homogeneous, semi-fluid substance. The organelles are living parts of the cell having definite shapes, structure, and function. They are found embedded in the cytoplasm. Protoplasm is the physical basis of life. The protoplasm is a jelly-like, transparent, granular substance that occurs everywhere in the cell. It responds to stimuli like pinpricks, electric shocks, chemicals, and sudden variations in light and temperature. If it is removed from the cell dies. First, cytoplasm. It is the protoplasm that occurs between plasma membrane and the nucleus. Second, nucleoplasm. It is a portion of protoplasm that occurs in the nucleus and is limited by a nuclear membrane.